All right, so now that we finished the first phase of getting the form submitted, um, getting your name registered with the State Commission for Virginia, before you could submit the form and pay the $100, there's going to be two forms that we need to fill out, sign, and then scan and upload back with the application, and then submit it and pay the $100 to finalize the form. So this process here is to show you the first form you need here. I will make the forms available to download within the description area with links, so please make sure you are checking the description area for the links and the forms. I will make the templates available there for you. Just remember, on the next form that we work on is a legal document, and it needs to be reviewed carefully. So if you have somebody that can review it for you to make sure all your spelling and wording is correct, that's perfect. But of course, reach out to me and I can help make sure that the legal document is official. So for the first document here is going to be your articles of organization for a LLC. Here you're just going to write your business name up here. Where it says your registered agent is going to write your name, which is the same information you have put in the application form. Here you're going to put a member or manager of the LLC. You're going to make sure you check that box there. And here's where you're going to write down your address that you use as the registered business address that you want to put in there. And then you want to make sure you check down the county if you're in the county, or if you're in a city, go ahead and check on the city there. Here is where you're going to need to sign, print your name, date, your telephone number. You don't have to put your telephone number. I did not put my telephone number there. And then here you would put your personal email address here. Just another way for them to reach you in case there's any questions. And then down here you want to put your business telephone number, which should be the Google Voice number that you created and that you put on the application form. And here is your business email address, which should be the email address that you created with the Gmail account. And that's all you have to do with this form here. Don't worry about the second page, it's just information, but you need to get this first page printed out. Once you print it out, fill in the information, check the box, fill in the information, sign it, print it, date it. You can leave your telephone number off if you want, but do make sure you put your personal email address on there, your business number and your business email address. Print it out, fill in the information, write it in, write it clearly, understandable, and then we need to scan it, and then we're going to have to email it to yourself, so that way you can upload it with the form application form for the $100. So this is the first form, and this is just what it looks like here. This is a blank form. I will make sure this is available for you to get and download from the video description area. This is what it looks like completed. Just know that just have my information there, so just wanted to give you a look of that one. Next form that you're going to have to work on is the very most important form, which is the operating agreement form here. So this operating agreement form, I'm going to send you a template, which is this here, which is completely blank. All the information in here does not have to be related to you, is not related to you. You will need to go through this very carefully to remove words that do not match what you need. You only need certain information out of here. It's just a template. That's all it is, just to pretty much fill in a lot of the other blanks, and you just have to go through and just make certain changes here. So this is the blank template here that I will send and make available on to in the video description area, so you can download the template here. Again, this is just a template. This is not a whole thing you're going to use here. You don't need to use all the information in here. Pretty much all of this is useless for you. Again, this is just a template to give you an idea of the information. Now, what I will do is make mine available. I will have to scratch out the areas where my information is, but at least it should help you to try to catch what areas you need to change and what you need to add. Please use the one I have. I'm providing you a template in case there's things that you feel you need to add, or there's things that you might make you more comfortable. I'm giving you the whole template here, but you can use my template off of mine that I created, which is I'm going to also include, but it will have a lot of the information where I made changes that's blurred out. And you will see that it is different from the template. Please note that I did go through and change a lot of this stuff in there and made it convenient to me. So my agreement here is when you get to the end, it needs to be signed and notarized. So once you get to the end, make sure you get it notarized there as well too. Now, what mine looks like here is I will make available. You will have areas blurred out, but mine is a lot shorter. It is a little bit easier and understandable. I went straight to the point. I got rid of a lot of that extra stuff that wasn't needed. I kind of summed it up, made it nice and legit. It covers everything that needs to be covered in the legal document. It is official. This is an official document here, and it will need to be notarized and signed by you with your business name and information there. So I will make this available as well too, but just note that it will have areas that will be blotted out with any of my information in there. So just note that this will be available. Please use the one that I used. There is one main section in here that you need to pay close attention to, which is the services. You want to keep this broad. Do not be specific in this sentence here. For your examples, keep it broad, but keep it the same. You're going to provide services, and same thing at home locations or location sites. So that's one thing to pay attention to in there as well. The next one you want to pay attention to is making sure you have your address information in there. Also, you want to pay attention to what we have here for the federal and state income tax area. Here you want to be a little bit more vague on information because it just keeping it simple, that you're just going to pretty much stay in accordance with the Internal Revenue Code. So, and it's just stating that anything in this document that states that you will not be taxed is inoperative. It will not stand offense. You will be paying taxes in accordance with the IRS. So this is one section here you want to pay close attention to, that you want to make sure you get in there as well. The next section you want to get into is down where it comes into liability. You want to make sure that that pretty much is nicely summed up there. You got everything covered. And then the last part is what happens in case something happens to you. Here is where I wrote in my own little statement. So if something happens to me, there still needs to be an agreement from my son in order to dissolve this company or make any kind of changes to this company as well. So they need to have an agreement from my son, who would be the next person in line to take over if something happened to me and the LLC did not have anyone in place. So that's something you want to make sure you pay attention to as well. The last section here is this miscellaneous. You don't have to worry about anything in there. And this should be good for you. Now, again, this one you're going to have to, I recommend print out the whole thing Get out all the pages. Again, the last page is where you will sign, and you have to sign it in front of a notary. You need to get to a notary and have it notarized, and then you sign it, and then you need to scan it and then email it to yourself, and then upload it to your with your application before you can submit the fee. Once you submit the fee with your application, in return, now once you know that you have certified, got into the business, you're first going to get a registered PIN number for your registered agent. So you're going to get a PIN number as a registered agent, and you're going to get a PIN number for the corporation website there in case you need to make changes or updates to your legal document here, which is your operating agreement. So you need to make sure you keep those two pins, hold those for life, never lose them, keep them close. The last thing you're going to also get is you're going to get a let me see here, your last piece that says that you are in there will be let's see here, and we should be the last one that you get there should be your acceptance letter. So you should get your receipt, and that should come to you direct from them. The next one that you're going to get from them as well, once you've certified, is your commission letter. So that's going to be the second one you get there. And then the third one that you get is going to be your official certificate there. So this is your certificate as you have completed the process, registered your business name. If you had a store or location, you would hang up the certificate and the letter of commission, the second one that you got there, you would hang up both of those inside your store, and that's how you would confirm that you are legit with your business name. And stay tuned, because next we got to get through your federal tax ID numbers and your state tax ID numbers, as well as I just got to show you how to check your county to see if there's any kind of permits or laws or additional taxes that you might have to pay for whatever county you're in. Basically, just to make sure that you're good to work from that location where that you've placed for your business address, which is your home address. You want to make sure that the county doesn't have any kind of stipulation for people that are working remotely or working out of their home. So I'll make sure that the next phase for the videos will come through, but this will now complete your first phase of going ahead to filling out your SEC form for Virginia for your LLC, getting it registered, and getting it confirmed, and then you will have an ID tagged to your LLC. And now make sure you do your forms, make sure you print them out, make sure you get it notarized. Please make sure you have somebody review your operating agreement. I cannot stress it more that that operating agreement, if it is misspelled in there, if it is not laid out correctly, it can cause you to lose your $100 and have to go through the process again. This is not some kind of process where they're going to try to work with you and help you. In case you are there in the office, then you can get more help. You can call the office if you have additional questions as well from the website there. I have already called them just to confirm certain things. So it is true. This is real. Again, this is just the first step of registering your business, your name as an LLC, just to get to the next level. Hang in there. Stay tuned. The rest is coming. You know it. Marco Polo IT Services. Thank you for your time.